This collective is currently working on calling in their happiness. We've been actively working towards bringing in more self-confidence, more happiness, more optimism, and things aren't quite going as you expected. You're not quite seeing the results that you wanted as quickly as you wanted, and that makes you feel a type of way. We've been working very hard. We've been trying to manifest it in. We've been putting everything we have at it, and it feels like we have too many options. It's very overwhelming, and it just does not feel like it's quite working. We're trying to stick rigidly to this method of bringing it in, but it just does not seem to be working, no matter what. Like it feels like it's an illusion. It doesn't feel stable. It just doesn't feel like it's working, you know? We're currently in this like transitionary period of pause, a little bit of a break here, especially around our choices. It feels like we can't quite get this down, right? We can't quite get this balancing here of the masculine and feminine energies. We have an issue with whenever our ambition kind of gets away from us and it doesn't quite work out, we stop trying. Yeah, we're a very nurturing person. We're very much in our feels about it. And it's unfortunate. Hold on. Why are you tagging everybody here? Interesting. We do feel inspired though. There's plenty of things that make us feel this way. We're getting inspired to make these changes, and we're making plans towards our happiness. We're actively trying to make these plans towards this happiness, but we hit these hiccups, and our inner critic, our inner bully comes out and is like, oh, you can't do it. You're not going to make it. You're a failure. It's that self-doubt, that low self-esteem, that lack of confidence coming up and basically bullying you and making you feel like, oh, I shouldn't do it. I should just start all over. I should try a different tactic. It's me. I'm the problem. This is stuff someone else told you. These are lies that somebody else told you once upon a time. And this is definitely your ego coming in. Our ego is a culmination of all the things that we were told were bad about us. They are often the voices of people from before that are now being played in our voice in our subconscious. That's what's coming up. Every time we hit a roadblock, that comes up, and it's not here to just needlessly torment you. It's supposed to be addressed and healed, okay? What we're currently needing to do, right? We're currently trying to get more into our whimsy, more into this creative, like younger energy of things not being so serious, things being a lot funner, a lot more kind, you know, that type of thing, imaginative. But we do run into this energy of not feeling motivated. Yeah, not really feeling motivated. Even though we're inspired, even though we're motivated, we're not necessarily going after it, you know? And we're trying to complete this cycle. We are working on completing that cycle. It's just something we're currently working through. It's been a constant thing that we've dealt with our whole lives, around, delayed success. So every time something hasn't worked out, we tend to drop it. We stop putting effort into it, and that leads to fulfilling the self-fulfilling prophecy of I'm not capable, therefore I have no confidence, right? The reason you need to hear this at this time is, again, because we're self-sabotaging. Hello, hi. We're self-sabotaging. Every time it's not working out, we don't see the results that we want, we drop it, and then we go listen to the people who tell us we can get it faster, right? Without the work. And then that just leads us to more of the shame, guilt loop, which also leads us to isolating a lot instead of looking within and addressing these issues. Yeah, we're currently feeling like things don't really work out for us. We're feeling like life is kind of unfair. We're in our head about it. We're very emotional about it. And we're kind of blocking all of our creative ideas around bringing this in. We're trying to leave the mental prison. We're trying to stop doing that. But this is currently that point in the loop where we would normally stop trying to achieve the goal and start over all over again, right? This is normally where we're at. So yeah, where we are refusing to leave behind this little cycle, right? Of taking a look at things, not being necessarily happy of our results, and then we go start over all over again. Currently, you're working through the feelings of feeling like a victim, right? Feeling like we're being treated unfairly by the universe, that, oh, I just am not allowed to be confident, I'm not allowed to be happy, me specifically, I'm being targeted by the universe, that type of thing. Going back and forth on whether we feel that way and whether we don't feel that way. You know? Feeling like, this leads us to being impulsive and reckless, which is when we jump ship and go listen to the person selling us confidence in a bottle and it doesn't quite work out. You know, flip-flopping between this specific goal to this specific goal, this approach to this approach. And we're being called to get back into, we're trying to get back into our childlike nature. So much more optimism in life, that type of thing, getting more happy, that optimism. So again, we keep trying to chase it, and whenever the hiccups come, we go try to find a faster way to get it. We are leaving behind our tendency to betray ourselves, based off of lies and misinformation that were told to us at a young age. So we are working on that, and we're trying to become the Queen of Wands. So step in our own power, be that creative, optimistic person who gets what she wants, right? That's another thing we're currently working on. Because again, life doesn't feel very fair. It just doesn't. It feels like we're not really getting what we're supposed to be getting, even though we're working hard towards it. When in reality, we just need a perspective shift. We just need a perspective shift. Because right now we're following a bunch of lies that were told to us back in the day, from people who were comparing themselves to us and did not want to work with us. They didn't want to see us succeed. And we've internalized that, and that needs to be shined on. Why do you feel like you can't succeed? Who told you that you're not capable? Who told you that the version of you that you already are is not successful and needs to be changed in the first place? You know? What you need to do about it. We need to stop going after the thing that says that we're going to achieve our goals in 3 business days, right? Because that's usually not a good thing. We need to also not be so hard on ourselves. If you make a mistake, that does not mean you're a failure. It just means there's a bump in the road, and we need to get more creative with how we change our approach. There's a call to also be curious. When things don't quite work out, when we start running into those obstacles, what kind of tweaks and adjustments can we make in order to make them work, right? Following a routine that someone else told you will bring you the things that you want can work, but if it doesn't, that doesn't mean that you failed, that you're the problem. It means that the routine needs adjusting to fit your lifestyle. That's it. We have this pattern as well of overgiving. They don't want you to do that anymore, right? They don't want you to overgive anymore. They want you to work on your foundation here. This foundation around cultivating the self-confidence, we're a bit too much of an overgiver. We tend to overbook ourselves, overwork ourselves, instead of remembering that we're part of the equation and we don't have to change ourselves at a breakneck pace. And to leave this mind prison as well, right? Leave that mind prison that you have put yourself in and get back into getting creative, okay? Get creative. When you run into these obstacles while you're chasing up your goals, get creative. Make the adjustments. Leave behind that internal conflict. Leave behind that conflict. You don't need it, okay? Whenever you run into that, whenever you run into the issue of feeling like, oh, this isn't really stable, this isn't gonna work, and you want to drop the whole thing, saying it's not gonna work, so I should just drop everything. They're like, no, what you need is a change of plans, okay? We need to change our approach. We need to balance out our little inner demons here that are screaming at us that we're the problem, that, you know, it's because of us. We can't ever follow routine, so we're not successful. We can't ever change our mindset. We're only ever going to be one way, right? We need to balance that. Get this and this on the same page. All right? Shine that light there. Figure out who told me that being a morning person means that I'm suddenly going to be the most confident person in the world. And why did I believe them? You know? Being okay with having emotions as well while you do this. Being graceful with yourself. Because you're not a robot, you're a person. And this will help you. This will help you achieve breaking through that cycle so that you'll stop self-sabotaging and leaving the loop before it's even finished. Right? You never quite finish that circle, it just kind of spirals inward. Now we're actually completing the circle and going on to a different circle. So that when you do run into obstacles in the future, you'll be able to go, okay, I already know that what I want wants me. I already know that I will get it because I'm putting in the work. I've hit a snag, that's fine, that's part of the process. Mistakes are normal, they're fine. All I need to do is make adjustments. That will lead you to consistency, that will lead you to discipline, and that will lead you to success, to the chariot, to that success. Because you showed up and you did the work. No matter what, you changed what needed to be changed, you made adjustments so that it became sustainable for you, and that leads you to the new beginning. So, that's the recap, and let's get into the Oracle advice cards to see what else they have in store for you. I am feeling, I'm just looking at my decks here, I am feeling D&D. D&D. Hello. So, I like the Oracle advice cards because they seem to just give a little bit more food for thought. A little more food for thought as you progress forward. Hello. Thanks for the follows. Oh my gosh. Tonight's been a little crazy. Let's see. Spirit. Let's ease their fears and soothe their anxieties. Give them some advice, some clarity for their journey forward to help them out so that it's not so confusing. Anybody who sees my face, whether on this current live or later in the video, I ask that you remove some of the burden from their shoulders and let them leave here feeling lighter and with more clarity. So, closing advice from my collective here today regarding the situation around the House of Health and daily routine in Leo. Some advice regarding this situation, please. As I said, your joy and happiness is protected. Thank you for the follow. It's already protected, it's already set in stone, you're already gonna get it. We have this sideways for the fates. Ooh, that's interesting. Here's the fates right here. It's like fate. Ah, I get it. So again, we felt like life is unfair and that we just can't quite get control of things. That's because we have this thing. You're the author of your life, you hold the pen. Okay? There's no, you're not like set in stone. You're not permanently locked into being unconfident, being incapable or any of that, right? That's not a thing. That's not really how that works. You're the one who runs the show. You're the one who calls the shots. So even though we feel like there's somebody here playing a cruel joke on us, that's not the case. Okay? Every time we ignore that part of us that comes up and says, hey, we have an issue here, we're repeating the loop. We're choosing to repeat the loop. Tell me more. Advice from my collective regarding this situation, please. Yeah. We're currently in the void. right? We're currently in the void and we're hanging out down here, and being in the void is hard. It's dark. We don't really know where we're going, right? There is a light at the end of the tunnel eventually, but we're kind of just chilling out over here on the outskirts, figuring out, oh, this really sucks. You know, this really sucks. How am I ever gonna get out? But without ever trying to get out, right? Every time we get close, we kind of make a little mistake, and then we go, it's just gonna always be this way, and we go back down. Yes. It's okay to be in the void. Being in the void, there's no path. You just have to follow your intuition. You have to follow your heart, okay? It's okay to go by the seat of your pants. I'm trying my best. I'm gonna just keep working at this, and you will eventually get to the light. If you keep going forward, you will get there. That's all there is. Any more advice? Yeah. Learning, oh man. This card's interesting because it's like learning to laugh. It's learning to laugh at the hard parts. So, even though things may be difficult, even though we run into the obstacles, they're telling you to not take it so serious, right? It's like learning to laugh at it, not taking it so seriously. Again, not feeling like, if I have mistakes, I'm a failure, right? The mine and the reversed. Yeah. We need to, whenever we get to the issue, we need to actually look at it. We can't just keep putting it back in the earth and burying it. Yeah. Because it's not gonna, taking it serious and going, and dropping it, and like, you're going to keep redigging it back up. You need to learn to laugh at it. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, because again, you hold the power here. You're the one with the magic. You're the one running the show. You're the magician. You're trying to call forth this confidence, this power, but every time this little doubt shows up, every time this, I'm actually not that strong, I'm actually not magic, we drop it. And we try to bury it again. And the jester's like, we should laugh at this. We should be like, who told you this lie and why did we take them seriously? Who told you this? Who told you this and why are we listening? You know? Oh, this mistake happened and now we've been kind of thwarted for a week. Oh well, that's fine. It's laughable because I'll still succeed. You can't get in my way. Like, you can try to impede my path, you can trip me, you can, throw all sorts of stuff in my face, but I'm still going to win in the end and I still get the last laugh. You know, that kind of thing. That's kind of what the jester represents. Any other advice for my collective here today regarding this? Oh boy, this one's intense. This is an intense card, isn't it? It's like, it's got the same energy as the Ten of Swords, so it's like, you don't need to take it so serious. And I'm not saying that to be dismissive, okay? What I mean is, again, whenever you make a mistake, you decide that means the whole thing needs to be thrown out. No, it doesn't. That's taking it way too serious. Way too serious. We just need to make some adjustments, okay? Just some adjustments. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, you're the one on the throne, okay? You're the one on the throne. You're trying to build all this confidence because you don't feel like you're worthy of your crown. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You're alive. Put your crown back on. You're breathing air. Put your crown back on. You're trying to... There are people here who never make any change. They see that their life is hard, and instead of doing anything about it, they just complain. You're doing something about it. You're trying to do something about it. Put your crown on. And stop acting like you don't deserve a crown. What are you talking about? You're putting forth the effort to do something, therefore you're already doing something about it. And you deserve your crown. You deserve to remember that you're the one in control. Like, that's the reminder. I'm actively trying to change it. Therefore, I'm doing something about it. There are people who will never change. They really won't. They will stay exactly the same their whole lives. They'll refuse to change. But you're trying. Even if it's hard, even if we have to go back to start 6 million times, you're still trying. So what is there to not feel confident about? Any more advice, Smith? Well, that one fell on the floor. One moment. The book. Yeah, you don't need another book. Okay? You don't need another book. You don't need another article. You don't need somebody else to tell you what to do. Okay? Whatever plan you're currently doing, whatever changes you're currently making, if you're running into an obstacle, adjust it a little bit. Let the routine fit your life, not you fit around the routine. No. The goal is not to become a whole new person. The goal is to make small adjustments so that you step into your best self. You're not becoming someone entirely new. You're still you. Okay, so the new routine should fit you, not you fit the routine. The mindset was always within you, it was just locked behind a wall. So you're not changing everything about yourself, you're just unlocking what was already there. You feel? Let's do 3 more. 3 more of advice for the collective. Yes, the key! It's already been there. It was already there, and you just needed that little key to unlock the lock, okay? The key is knowing that you're the one in control. You're the one in the seat. And it's okay to laugh at the problem. It's okay when things happen to not feel like you've messed up and you're not worthy of your crown. No. You tripped a little bit. You don't throw a whole life away just because it's banged up a little. It's still perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with it. It's got a scuff, so... To fix a scuff, you just use a little bit of paste and a towel in order to buff it out. You don't gotta throw the whole shoe away, you know what I mean? Yeah. This talon. So it's like looking for this most important thing. You're looking for it, you're looking for it. That little happiness, we're reaching for it. You're actually looking for it. This little key, this ring, this happiness. The fact that you're searching for it means it's already for you. It's calling to you. It's yours. So it's not gonna miss you. You already had it. Yeah, we're making it too complicated. Get to the simple matter, okay? It has to fit you. Okay? It's not some grading metric. You're not bad because you're not doing it perfect. It's not, no. Progress over perfection always. Perfection is a myth. It's not real. Oh, that's funny. And yeah. We have this issue where we feel like a healing journey or a changing routine is supposed to be perfect rainbows, and it's not going to have growing pains. It's not going to be hard. We're not going to have resistance to it. In order to remove something, in order to remove self-sabotaging behaviors, it's like when an infection spreads. Sometimes you have to cut it off in order to let it grow, like in order to heal it properly, right? Same energy, right? When you're trying to make changes, the part of your brain that prefers things to be comfortable and safe and consistent is going to throw wrenches in your plans because you're trying to make things different. And our brain is not wired for different. It wants everything to be the same, even if it's harmful, because we can predict harmful. Hi, hello. Yes, if we can predict the hurt, we can deal with the hurt. But if it's new, we're scared of it. Even if it's for our best good, it's okay for it to be uncomfortable. It's okay for there to be snags, all right? I'm not saying you could like start completely over. What I'm saying is get rid of the parts that are making it more difficult than it needs to be. Last one, and then I'll release you. Yeah, oh, 2 of them. We're making this a huge problem when it doesn't need to be. There's a call to not make it so big, okay? You don't need it to be huge, and you don't need to be an expert when you're just an apprentice, all right? There's also this feeling that I have to be a master. Just from the start, I have to be an expert. I have to know exactly what I'm doing. I can never fail along the way. I can't make mistakes. I can't learn along the journey. I have to already be done before I've even started. And that's silly. That's silly. What are you doing? In order to become the expert, you must first be the apprentice. Alright? So remember that as you're making this journey, no, you're not stuck. You're not stuck. You're not going to be that way forever. You're the one who writes the narrative, okay? We don't need to take it so serious. It's going to be hard. That's the point. We're trying to make change. Change is never comfortable. If your change is comfortable, you're not changing. Okay? Point blank period. You have the power to do it. What you want wants you. If you want more confidence, if you are inspired by confident people, that means that you yourself are confident. That is within you, and you just need to figure out how to unlock it. Okay? We don't need to make it so complicated. It's going to be a little uncomfy. There's gonna be growing pains as we learn. We might fall down and scrape our knee, but that's fine. It's okay. It doesn't have to be a huge deal, and you don't have to be perfect along the way. Okay? So, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for your time, for your energy, for choosing me to be your reader today. I really appreciate you guys for being here. If you're interested in any personals, I offer those at the link in my bio. It's not clickable yet. I don't have 1,000 followers just yet, but that's where I provide those services, okay? If you're watching this from the YouTube, when I post it later, it'll be in the description box down below. Feel free to check it out and see if I vibe with you. If I don't, and this is the last time I see you, thank you again for choosing me and hanging out with me tonight. I wish you so much love, luck, joy, abundance, peace, happiness, healing, all of it along your journey. Please remember that life is an ever crooked path and you are never off of it, okay? And if you have chosen to follow me, you do like my vibe, thank you, you're amazing. I wish all the same for you. And yeah, I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye!